Today's Algebra Nation video will cover workbook page 92.
Anita Potter was selling meal tickets for the criminal justice program at her school. The cost of a dinner is $10, and if you also want dessert, it's an additional $12. That better be a good dessert for $12. All you can eat. I'm a chocolate fan. She lost track of how many of each ticket she sold. Okay. However, she remembered that she was given 100 tickets and she collected $1,120. If X is the number of dinner tickets and Y is the number of dessert tickets, how many dessert tickets did she sell? So they want to know what Y is, because Y is the number of dessert tickets. The following equation models the situation. We have got a situation here. They gave us the equations. Awesome. That means we don't have to figure them out, but let's make sure you understand what they mean. Where did this come from? X plus Y equals 100. Well, let's see. There's 100 tickets sold. So that must mean the total number of dinner and dessert tickets would be 100. Each dinner ticket was $10. Each dessert ticket was $12. And the total money collected was $1,120. And that is how these two equations were determined. Now the question is, how many meals with desserts did she sell? So that's the dessert tickets. We want to know what is Y. That's the question on screen. What is Y? So here we go. I'm going to go ahead, and this time I did substitution in the last case. I'm going to work out elimination in this case. I'm going to eliminate the X's so I can solve for Y. Remember, elimination is same number, different sign, meaning I'm going to multiply the top equation by negative 10. So therefore, I will have negative 10x and positive 10x. That will get eliminated. Multiplying the top equation by negative 10, I'll get negative 10x minus 10y equals negative 1,000. And the second equation I leave alone. And if you wanted to solve this with substitution, try it out on the wall and see if we get the same answers. Go ahead and see if we all get the same answers, because there is more than one way to solve these. So if you want to try substitution, write your answer on the wall, and we can discuss and see if we got the same thing. We should. Negative 10x plus 10x is eliminated because negative 10x plus 10x is 0. Negative 10y plus 2y is just 2y. Negative 1,000 plus 1,120 is 120. Divide both sides by 2 to solve for y, and y equals 60. So the answer, hold on, is that what they wanted? How many meal tickets with dessert? How many dessert tickets? Y. Oh yeah, that's what they wanted. The answer is 60. 2 down. 1 to go. Let's beat this test. Here we go. Last one.
Don't let this happen to you on the EOC. That is just so Gator-like. Denied.
Hugh Jackman wanted to add some new plants to his garden. He is a gardener. That is awesome. To his garden. He wanted to buy some rosebuds and grapevines. The first order was for 8 rosebuds and 4 grapevines and cost $140. When he saw there was more room, he wanted to have more. He ordered 5 more rosebuds and 5 more grapevines, and the second order cost $110. There was still more room for grapevines, but first he wanted to know how much each one cost. But the question is, which system of equations could be used to find out the cost of each grapevine? So we have 4 systems of equations here. So we've got to go ahead and decode the actual question, meaning which of these is going to best answer it. Not only best, but which one is the setup. Notice there is no total in this case. There is no x plus y or g plus r. G for grapevines and r for rosebuds in this case. So we're going to assume that grapevines is g and rosebuds is r. Rose bushes, sorry, rose bushes. Rose bushes, rose buds. Are. So those are two variables. So let's see what we have here. Well, in this case, we're talking once again, hey, everyone's favorite. Oh yeah. Let's talk about money. 8 rosebuds and 4 grapevines cost $140. So that means that we have 8 rosebuds and 4 grapevines will cost $140. Rosebuds, we had 8 of them. Grapevines, we had 4 of them, and it would cost $140. Next up, it says we have 5 more rose bushes. I keep on saying rosebuds, but it's rose bushes. And 5 more grapevines equals $110. So in this case, we're actually finding out not the number of rose bushes or grapevines, but actually the cost for each one of them. Because they tell us how many of these, but they don't tell us the cost. Kind of a reverse in this case. Overall, though, notice that I just read it in order. 8 rose bushes and 4 grapevines cost $140. 8 rose bushes and 4 grapevines will equal $140. Then we have 5 rose bushes and 5 grapevines cost $110. 5 rose bushes and 5 grapevines cost $110. So now let's see which answer choices this could be. 8R plus 4, 8G plus 4R. No. 8R plus 4G equals, nope, it's 140, not 110. 8G plus 4, no, it's 8R plus 4G. Here we go, it's got to be D. I hope it's D or else, I got to go back and find another answer. 8R plus 4G is 140. 5R plus 5G is 110. Bingo. In this case, we just had to find the equations we didn't need to solve. So again, making sure you pay attention to those 2 equations. A lot of times you're going to see you're going to have a total, but in this case we didn't. So I wanted to show you one case at the very end where you didn't have like a total x plus y. But your goal is to find out what those 2 variables are. You'll either have to set up the equations and solve, or if you're given the equations, just solve. And make sure you're answering the correct variable. Remember, they ask you for x and you give them y, it's going to be wrong. Make sure you give the correct answer for the correct variable.